These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First down throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the left hooker, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun is Eason. Dancing to his left. And Pascal's got it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone.
Taylor.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Good. Makes the score Colts 7, 49ers nothing.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play. But the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
It is good.
And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Taylor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here's Eason to throw.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason.
Campbell making the catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and 10, Taylor now. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason looking here for Smith downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
A 28-yard.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. There's the rush Washington Husky, it's Dante Pettis. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
San Francisco.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia second man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron-Gussin. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Eason. taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Eason. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Eason. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Eason. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
And this time will be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Yes, sir.
Picked off by Rocky Sin. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This is Hines. And a short gain here, down to the 22. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, here's Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Blankenship on for the field goal. A 36.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mostert. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, he kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Mostert, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Mostert, he drops the ball. The Colts pick it up.
I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Down, Colts.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
It's good to make it 17-7. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to get this drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Free safety Malik Hooker there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
first down. Taylor, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Eason on second down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun is Eason. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D4 in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here comes Pettis on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4-quarter lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down, 49ers.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Here's Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Second and 7. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Garoppolo to Ayuk. First down, 49ers.
A gain of
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down, officially a gain of 5. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
This is Mostert. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Niners 21, Colts 17. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And they finally got to him at the 2-yard line. Almost coast to coast. What a great return. They'll be set up beautifully.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. At the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Trying to punch it into Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor in the final minute, and the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Colts 24, 49ers 21. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Eason, and that should just about do it.
Tonight's final score, Colts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Colts, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.